Hello my friends, I'm Brett Larkin and this is a routine to get you going in the morning even if you feel low on energy. We're going to really fill the room up with feel-good movement. Give this video a quick like before we get started and make sure that you're subscribed here to my channel. And we're just going to start in Virasana like I am already, sitting on your heels. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me better. And just take the hands face down on the knees. If you need to put a cushion or something underneath the heels to make this position more comfortable for you, please do. First thing we're going to do is just inhale, open the chest. So glide the shoulders down and back. This doesn't have to be a big movement at all. Just inhale. Maybe take the gaze slightly up, but really feel the shoulder heads move back and the shoulder blades glide down and connect with one another on your back. And then we'll just exhale. Think of lifting up over your heels like someone punched you in the belly as you exhale to round. And gaze down at the navel. We'll just do 4 more like that. So just inhale, rippling through your spine, gliding the shoulders down and back, really taking the shoulder heads back, squeezing the shoulder blades together towards the spine. And then exhale, feel a little lift, draw the pubic bone up and in as you round, look down at yourself. You can do this super slow. We're just waking up here. So you're just inhaling, opening. The in-breath, help this shape happen. And then same thing, exhale, draw the navel back, round into yourself. Last one on your own, inhaling. Exhaling. And final one together. I changed my mind. I want one more. Inhale. Drink in the breath, shoulder heads back, gaze up. Exhale to round. Good. From here, just place the palms on the mat. Come into your tabletop position, so on all fours. And super easy here. I just want you to take the hips and drop them over to the right. So I'm actually letting my shoulder come up by my ear a little bit. Hopefully this isn't too much pressure on the wrist. You're looking for a stretch right here in the outer right hip. See if you can find that stretch. You can always take the hands into fists if it's too much on the wrists. So I'm looking for a stretch on the outside of the right hip and then up into the side body here. See if you can find it. Take it to the other side. Just letting the hips drop. You're letting the shoulder kind of hike up towards the ear. Something I never say, but it's for the benefit of finding the hip stretch. And then just do it once more on each side. Pulling in. Sometimes this really gets the IT band in a super nice way. Some days you'll feel it more than others. And give yourself, move around here, wobble. Once more each side. Good. Nice. And then press back into a child's pose. Reach the fingers forward, but then glide the shoulders down and back. So feel the fingers want to reach away, but the shoulder blades are securely moving towards your seat. Good. From here, a little different. I want you to take the left wrist over the right wrist and bring your palms to touch one another. So you're going to be in this situation on the floor. Left over right. Good. Just let your head melt down, biceps melt down. Move the hips from side to side. As we inhale, I want you to look at your navel, drag your fingers across the floor. So you might want to look at me for this first one. Inhale. Look at the navel, drag the fingers down, round, 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 just like we did before. And then inhale, open, just like we did earlier. We're just more in a child's pose, knees apart now. Press the palms into one another here. And then exhale, create your own resistance, extend through the fingertips as you take the hands down. And then we'll slide it back out. So imagine you're like rolling something forward, inhale, slide out. Good. Cross right on top of left or left on top of right, whichever you didn't do on the first side. Press the palms in towards one another. Move the seat from side to side, and then you're dragging your fingers along the floor, chin in, look in at your navel. So get easy once we do it a few times. You're rounding, 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 and then take the fingertips towards the ceiling. Press the palms into one another, really activate the biceps, you're really strong, and then exhale, let it release, slow descent down, extending through the fingertips. Good, we're gonna do this a few more times each side, so just roll forward, you're gonna get into a rhythm with it. Cross, right wrist over left or left over right, move the hips from side to side, just think like you're a little snake. Look in at your navel, chin into chest, drag the fingers along the floor. Once you can't round anymore, lift the palms above the head, you open, press the palms in towards one another. Feel that dynamic opposition of the palms really pressing into one another until it releases. Maybe take it back a little further this time. Exhale down. Cross at the wrists, move the hips from side to side, no rush. Inhale, snake, look into yourself. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift up, press the palms into one another. Exhale, take the biceps behind the ears if you can, and then lower the hands to the ground. Good, 2 more, just find your rhythm. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to cross the wrists. Inhale to begin dragging back. And then exhale as you really pull the navel back round into yourself. Inhale to lift the palms up. Take the biceps back. Exhale, press the palms into one another until they slide apart. Press the air away. Good. Rock forward. Last one on your own. Cross the wrists, move the hips side to side. Inhale, begin to drag in. Exhale, you're still dragging in. It's like you were punched in the belly. Inhale, open up, press the palms into one another, take the biceps back. And then exhale, let it release. Inhale, slide forward. This time we'll press back into downward facing dog. So just take the seat high, spread the fingers as far apart from one another as you can, press down through the knuckles. Just begin bending into one knee and then the other. Good. Just think of yourself like a little prancing animal. So I like to actually point each foot, lift it off the mat, articulate through the whole foot, and then set it back down. So do that once or twice more on each side. Good. And then we'll find stillness. Inhale, rock forward to your plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor with control, or you can take knees, chest, chin, level 1. Take your hands as wide as the wood, so fingertips on the wood. Same concept we've been playing with. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. I want you to press your palms into the wood on little tented fingertips. Maybe look at me for the first one. Inhale, you're going to look in, pull your navel off the mat, look down at your navel, see it, draw the shoulder blades up by your ears, and then as you exhale, glide the shoulder blades down the back and come to look up, shoulder heads back, collarbones back, 3 breaths. Press the tops of the feet into the floor, thighs into the floor, kneecaps off the floor. And then cinch your waist in. So imagine a little corset with cinching your waist in, lower down, 1 vertebra at a time, forehead to the mat. We'll do that again. Inhale, press the fingertips into the wood, round into yourself, allow the shoulders to hike up, see your navel, and then exhale, draw the shoulders down and back. Really feel that sliding of the shoulder blades, connecting on the back, shoulder heads back, point the toes, 3 breaths. The heart melt forward. Last breath. Waist cinches in, Lower one vertebra at a time. Forehead lands farther away on the mat than it did the first time. Last time, inhale, round. Look at your navel, shoulders hike up. Exhale, draw the shoulders down and back, collarbones back, heart opens. Legs are super strong, kneecaps lifted off the mat. Send the heart forward, melt it forward. Elbows are bent. Final breath. Pull the navel in, cinch the waist in to come down. Take the hands underneath the shoulders, press back, child's pose. Same thing we did before, twice. So wrist over wrist, hips from side to side. Breathe in, look in. Exhale, it's like you're punched in the stomach, round. Inhale, palms up. Press the palms into one another. Flick them apart, pressure the air down. Again, other side, inhale. Exhale, hips from side to side, release the low back. Wrist over wrist the opposite way. Inhale, drag fingers along the mat, round in, look in. Good, exhale, round more, like you were punched in the belly. And then inhale, let it shoot up, burst up. Press the palms into one another really fiercely. Exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, come back into your table pose. Reach the right hand high to the sky, thread it underneath the left shoulder. Extend the left arm long and just begin playing with your thread the needle twist. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Press the tops of the feet together on the mat. Good. And then option to extend the left leg parallel to the right arm. Good. And then option to bend the left elbow, come into a little bit of a deeper twist. Only if it feels good. Nice. Twist a little deeper. And then take both hands underneath the shoulders, press yourself up so you're in gate pose with one knee down and one leg extended. Reach the right arm up and over, big side body stretch. And breathe into the ribs. Breathe into the side body. Last breath, really reach through the right fingertips. Good, and then take it the opposite way. Right hand to the ground, left arm up to the sky. Breathe into the left side ribs, and then back up to center. Inhale, palms touch. Exhale, bow forward. Good, and then you'll just bring the left knee back in line. We'll take an up cat. We'll take a down cat, round. Up cat. And exhale, find your neutral spine. Left arm up this time, left arm high. Exhale, thread it underneath right elbow. Find your thread the needle twist, maybe extend the right arm, squeeze the inner thighs together, lengthen the tailbone back, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Good, and then extend the right leg so it's parallel with the left arm if you can, best you can, so they're parallel like train tracks. And you can keep playing with the twist from here, maybe bending the right elbow, pushing into the floor with the right palm, and then really spinning the chest towards the ceiling. You should feel like a big stretch. Last breath. Good, and then take both hands underneath the shoulders. A little bit of a tricky transition, just come up, hands on the hips, gate pose, left hand down, right arm up and over. Draw the left shoulder blade down. And then switch it out, other side. Left hand to the floor, right arm up and over. And breathe into those right side ribs. Inflate them towards the ceiling. Keep drawing the shoulder blades down your back so the shoulders aren't crowding the ears. Last breath. Good. And then inhale, reach both hands to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale. Hands underneath the shoulders. Draw the knee back in line with the body. Final time. Inhale, up cat. Exhale, down cat round. Inhale, up cat. And then exhale, just sit back on the heels with the toes curled under for a moment. Little foot stretch, just kind of massage the seat from side to side. If you want to intensify it, you can walk the hands back, flip the pinky toes forward for a full toe stretch, and then just bring the hands to prayer. Take a deep breath in. Exhale completely. Take a deep breath in. Exhale completely, let it go. And come forward, let the toe stretch go. Just come back to sitting on your heels, palms face down. Last grounding breath here, eyes closed. Notice what's going on behind what's going on in your mind. So what's the internal state you're arriving at to the thoughts within you? Seal the lips, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale completely. And one more time, breathing in, fill up all the way. And exhale completely. And gently open your eyes if they're not already. Bring the hands to prayer, thumbs to the space between the eyebrows, just pressing in, sealing this practice in towards your day. I hope that you enjoyed this sequence and maybe feel a little different and more energized, even if you arrived to your mat today with not a lot of energy. Wishing you a wonderful and beautiful day. From my heart to yours, namaste.